Y'all see them three claps, man? Them three claps, man. It ain't for what they used to be for now. Them three claps is for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know. But what's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Tony. I'm back again. Story time? Yeah. I'm not finna beat around the bush. I'm gonna get straight to it. When you young and you coming up in them streets, especially in an area and environment that's really gang related the way South Central Los Angeles is. When you it's hard, especially back in the day, it's you hard pressed to not be pulled into that life, because that life is always around you. That life is swirling around you left and right. So now when you do get pulled into that life, you gonna run into certain homies, that you click clack with real tight. You know what I'm saying? Now, before me and Ray was real close the way we were, I had another homie that I was very close with. My homie Dynamite. Me and Dynamite was super duper close. You know what I'm saying? But we come into the gang thing at the same time together. I spent a lot of time at Dynamite house. He spent a lot of time at my house. His mother and his auntie, they was real religious. They were very religious, man. I'm talking about every time we was over there, that's all they would talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it got to, as we got older, it got to the point to where, Dynamite was like, man, come on, let's go to the house real quick. I'd be like, man, go up in there, man. Your mama, she gonna be talking that church talk. Your mama gonna be talking that church talk. He was like, man, come on, too. You ain't, you'll get past it. You hear it, you gonna get past it. I'd be like, man. And she was always on Dynamite. Always on Dynamite. And her name was Miss Parker. And when I would be over there, Miss Parker would always be telling me, what I'm saying, something about God. God this, God this, God this, God that, God that, God that, God this, And she would always tell her son, Dynamite, she would call him David by his real name. But she would always tell Dynamite, to come out them streets and, God is real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that he can't do. And, but at that young age, we didn't believe it like that. You know what I'm saying? We young. At the time, I think we was both about 17. And, we didn't really want to believe what she was talking about. And then again, it might not have even been on we didn't want to believe her. At that time, we just really didn't care. We just really didn't care. The only thing that mattered to us was that gang stuff in the streets, So here it is. Every time we would go over there, she would always ask me when I was going to go to church, when I was going to come to Bible study, because they held Bible study every Tuesday at her house at night. And me and Dynamite made sure every Tuesday, we were nowhere to be seen at this lady's house. You know what I'm saying? So time went on. As me and Dynamite got a little older, we started getting more heavier and heavier into this game thing, And we got very deep in it. I'm talking about, man, our name was kind of ringing throughout the city. Of course, once your name start ringing throughout the city, that means you got a bullseye on your back. That means you have a bullseye on your back. One day, we heard about a party that was going on in an enemy's neighborhood. Now, of course, back then during this time, house parties was the big thing. House parties was jumping. You know what I'm saying? House parties was going down. And we heard about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from the Turp heard about it. So now when me and Dynamite heard about it, we was like, shoot, homie, shoot, what's up? So he like, what's up? I'm like, man, let's ride through. He like, so what, we just gonna get out and go up in there? I'm like, yeah, man, we don't care nothing about them. And Dynamite was on, he like, we sure don't. Shoot, man, you know how we get out. Yeah, well, let's get out. So, man, we went over there into them guys' turf. And we went to the party. Now, as we were going to the party, we was trying to contemplate on if we should or shouldn't, because we didn't want to get caught up in being hit by friendly fire. Because, like I told you, the homies had already heard about these cats over here having this house party. And you know, when you hear about a house party in an enemy turf, 9 times out of 10 back then, you gonna come through and you gonna shoot it up. You know, go shoot it up. But the homie was like, well, don't make no difference. We gonna try it. We gonna try it. I'm like, well, okay. All right, cool. So anyway, we went. We passed by the party 2-3 times watching it first. You know, that's how you really get out. You drive down the street. So we seen fools hanging out, but now it was like, man, go up in there or not. Now, we both knew if we got out this car and went up into this party, 9 times out of 10, we probably wasn't going to make it back up out of here, you know? But we were so crazy and wild. The devil had his hand on us so strongly that, you know, we just, whatever. So we like, look, we gonna park at the end of the street and we gonna walk down to the party. Said, okay. We parked down at the end of the street. We was both heated. Before we get out the car, we both of us checked our straps. Check. Man, let's go. We walking down the street. Man, I won't forget, the homie had on a black and gray Pendleton, some black khaki, some black croaker sacks with a little stingy brim hat on. Little small, that's the small hats. Call them stingy brims. And I had on some overalls with some black and gray Stacey Adams with an all black sweatshirt on. We was both strapped to the T. We coming down the street. Now we got past a few dudes and I guess they looked at us. I don't know. But we got past them. We walked on, boom. So when we got to the front gate of the party, we finna come in through the little gate and come on up the walkway and go on in the party. Man, we was on some real live crash dummy. We must think we made out of steel, get out. You know? Before we could even get to the party though, it was about 6 dudes and some females standing on the porch. So the dudes, they kind of looked at us and they was like, man, where y'all, hold on, man, where y'all from? Where y'all from? Now, of course, we wasn't finna punk the game. So we both said the turf right then and there. Whoa. Man, look, soon as we said it, the dudes come up with their heat. When they came up, we came up. Boom. It's going back and forth. But now we run back out we turn around and we run back out the gate. We wasn't up about 2-3 feet, you know, inside the yard. So man, these dudes, they getting off on us. We running, you know what I'm saying? You know how dudes be running, shooting back of them. We trying to get somewhere. We coming down the street. Now look here, these dudes that ran out the yard and they coming down the street too. They dumping, boom. Man, I'm running, doing this here, shooting in back of them. You know how you be running, shooting in back of you. We make it to the car, crank the car, we get goes. Lo and behold, one of their homies that got hit. We looked up and didn't get hit. One of their homies that got hit. So now they was hot. They was hot. Now, of course, they on the war path. They looking for me and they looking for dynamite. They looking for the 2 twins of destruction. They looking for it, y'all. Man, we get goes about 7-8 days go by. 7-8 days go by. We had heard from different females that they was inquiring about us. They looking for us. They inquiring about us. They know what set we from, but they don't want to just come into the set and try to find us because they going to get lit up. But they trying to find out where we live, who we might be related to, where we hang at when we not in the turf. And listen to that. They had a all points bulletin out on me and Dynamite, man. They was upset with us. We must have hit a big wig, you know? So, of course, as people do in the streets, you know, them females talk. A female will shoot you through the cross so fast, you won't even know what hit you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, girls in the streets, they play both sides of the fence. Whether they from the turf or not. They fall in love with dudes that be from different places and it just be all type of pillow talking and all type of stuff go down. Y'all know how it go. But they found out the kind of car that the homie drive. At the time, the homie had a 63 station wagon. It was chopped front and back, man. It was pretty. It was pretty pearl black with the black it was pearl black sitting on some gold hunting spokes with the black tinted out windows and all that. They found out that car was his. Now that's a very unique car, and if you see it, you're gonna always you're gonna remember that car because it's in your mind. So one day, as time went on, word it got back to us. We riding around strapped. You know what I'm saying? Because if it go down, it go down. Tuesday. It was on a Tuesday. It was on a Tuesday. Me and Dynamite, we riding. We on the west side though. Not thinking about nothing, doing what we do. We coming from one of the homies' turf that we got along with. So, but we coming down Vernon. We don't think nothing about nothing that's going on this day. Everything is cool. So now Dynamite said, man, look, I'm finna stop. Let me stop over here at my baby mama spot real quick. I'm pick my daughter up. I'm like, cool, come on, let's go over there. Now, me and his baby mama, we get along real cool. I love his daughter. Now, his daughter like 4 years old, something like that. So we get over there, we kick it over his baby mama house for a minute, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up, it's all cool. So she telling him she don't want the daughter to go. She don't want the daughter to go. So he like, why? He like, I want to stay with me. I want to take her over here, blah, 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 blah. So he like, man, let her, it's my baby. I ain't seen her all week. Ride with me for a little bit. I'll bring her back. So she's like, I ain't got my baby out there with y'all. Y'all out there gang banging and y'all woo, 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 woo. So he like, man, I got to take her by, let mom see her. Moms have been asking about her. So she like, bring my baby back later on. I'm bringing her back a couple hours, few hours, So she was like, all right. So had her little diaper bag and her little puff coat. We get in the car. So now I'm in the front seat. Car seats and all that back then. Wasn't nobody really tripping on no car seats and all that back then. I either hold her or I'll drive and he hold her. So that's what we did. I'm driving. Woo. We finna go. We leaving her house, his baby mama house, and we finna go to his somebody was trying to call. And we finna go to his mother house. We want to swoop by the park first. Swoop by the park, man. Just swoop by the park real quick. Let me see what homies out there. I'm like, cool, I'm with that. So, this is normal. This ain't nothing. It's everyday thing. Except for this day. The chickens was coming home to roost, y'all. The chickens was coming home to roost. And what I mean by the chickens was coming home to roost, this was the day that life was gonna life on it. The enemies had been coming through the set all day looking for that car, but nobody knew it because they was in an undercover bucket. It just so happened that they was coming through again when we was coming through the turf just to, see what homies was hanging out or whatever. When they see the car, they bust a U and they come back. When they come back, they pull up on the side of us and with no hesitation. Now, you can't really see who all is in this car because the homie got a heavy tint on it. They didn't care. I hung that phone up. I don't know if y'all heard everything I just said. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Y'all heard everything I just said. But anyway, so like I say, with this heavy tint on the car, you don't know who's in this car. They don't care. They know this car belongs to Dynamite. They sat next to us for a hot second. Dynamite sitting there, he's in the passenger seat. He's holding his daughter. He's facing me talking. I'm facing him. So we like, yeah, homie, but woo, 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 woo. And all of a sudden, man, it was already nighttime. Nighttime turned into day. And when I tell you nighttime turned into day, it was because of the muzzle flash from the driver's side of the car that was next to us. I should have been in the gutter lane anyway, but I wasn't in the gutter lane. I was in the middle lane. They come up on us in the gutter lane. So all you heard was you heard the boom. Then you seen the flash. After that, all you heard was bow, bow, boom, 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 boom. Like about 7 shots lit off. I see, I go down low, I go down real low, and I punch out. But my hand, I'm low, but my hand is up at the steer, and I punch out. When I punch out, I'm trying to get away. I punch out the first street that I got to where I can bust a left. I bust a left. They was going to chase it for a little bit, but I guess they changed their mind. They kept going straight. It don't even dawn on me to look at Dynamite till now. Ooh. So now I look at Dynamite. I'm like, dang, homie, dang, homie, dang. When I look at Dynamite, his eyes are this big. His eyes are this big. His little daughter, whole shirt is turning red. He was holding her on this side where her little back, her little small back was kind of like facing toward the window. He was sick and he was turned like this here, like if this was her, but he's turned like this, like talking to me. She's facing me. When the bullet come through, it hit her in the back. Boom. He's in shock. I'm like, oh, help me. I'm like, man. He don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm just speeding like a bat out of Hell now. The first thing I thought about was try to get to the hospital. I said, man, I'm going to go to the hospital. I'm trying to the hospital. He said, no, man, take me to my mama's house. Take me home. Take me to my mama's house. Take me to my mama's house. He holding her as tight as she can. She ain't saying nothing. Her little eyes closed. We don't know if she alive or not, man. We young. We don't know about if she breathing or what All I know is I punched out to his mama house, man. It took us a hot second, man. We got to his mama house because he stay in the turf too. It was on a Tuesday that Bible study night. Just so happens it was that Tuesday Bible study. We jump out the car. We bust the door. He hollering, mama, mama. All the people right in there with the Bible study, they looking. His mama scream, ah! He like, they shot my baby, mama. They shot her. Mama, they shot my baby. So the ladies in there, you know what I'm saying, with the Bibles, they gathering around. So his mother, give me that baby. His mother took the baby, like, get to the car. Where's the car at? We gotta go to the hospital now. So she got his daughter. He like, mama, what do I do? He going crazy. Mama. She like, boy, calm down. Let's get to the hospital. We ain't waiting on no ambulance, none of that. Get me to the hospital with this baby right now. Man, we punch it out. Woo. Dynamite can't drive because he's too distraught. I'm driving. I'm punching it. She got that baby in her arms and she rocking that baby. She got her hand on the baby's chest. And she's rocking with the baby and she praying real loud. She praying. Now, she's in the back seat. 2 of the ladies from her church with the Bible study, they back there with her. They got their hands on the little girl too. And they praying hard as I know. They praying. You know what I'm saying? They giving it to Jesus. They giving it to God. They praying hard. He in the front seat next to me like, man. So boom, I get to the hospital. We jump out of the car, we running. When we get in there, she tell the little baby's clothes red, Dynamite's clothes red, his mother's clothes are red. The two women that was help praying, their hands red. We get in there, so the doctors, they come running with gurneys and stuff. And his mom was telling her, she been shot. She got shot. Come on. They got her on the thing. They running with her. So the doctor's trying to do all type of stuff with it. And so his mother say she was shot in the chest. So the doctor's running with her. They get to the elevator, right? And everybody, we all running, coming to look too. So boom, they trying to cut her little shirt open. They cut her little shirt so they can open it up. Once they got the shirt open, everybody right before they go on the elevator, the doctors look. He say, hold on, wait. They looking. So they like, miss, where was she shot at again? And the mama's like, she got shot in the back. And it came out the front. So they looking at the little girl. They roll her over. They roll her back over. They say, ma'am, this child don't have no bullet wound. This child has not been shot. So the mom and everybody like, huh? What? So Dynamite like, man, y'all better give, man, my little baby got shot. What y'all talking about? So the doctor tell everybody, calm down, look. And everybody looking. And the little girl don't have no wounds on her, period, whatsoever. So now everybody looking like, huh, what? So now Dynamite like, well, why she won't wake up? What's wrong? So when he said that, the little girl, she opened her eyes. And she reached for him. Daddy. So the mother sitting there looking, everybody looking. So he like, mama, she was shot. Mama, she was shot. The doctor say, this child hasn't been shot. He said, I don't know where this blood came from, but this child ain't been shot. That's when his mother stepped up. She said, son, if you ain't never believed me in your life, you believe me now. I told you all your life that it ain't nothing that God can't fix. There's nothing that God can't fix. If Jesus Christ rose from the dead in 3 days, you don't think he had the power to heal this little girl? This is a miracle. And so, Dynamite look, he like, mama, your God real. He say, mama, your God real. He said, I know for a fact my baby was shot. He say, mama, your God real. And so then his mama came and hugged him and the baby. She said, baby, that's why I keep telling you, give your life to God. It ain't nothing he can't do. This is a miracle. This is a miracle. That day when we all left that hospital, my homeboy Dynamite, mind was changed. My mind was changed too. Dynamite, right after that, gave his life to God and never looked back. He never looked back. God had showed up and showed out for him and showed him what he could do. Spared the little girl life, y'all. Dynamite ain't never looked back. He went on, became a great man. His daughter raised up, became a great woman, y'all. Both of them deep in the church still right today. Now, this story, in case you don't know, was not a true story. This was fiction. It was fiction. If you don't know what fiction means, it means make believe, made up. This is the type of stories that I used to do when I had my other channel, the Village Storyteller channel. And this is a lot of stories that I might come back to. I'm gonna do other things too. But this was just one of my Village Storyteller get out when I was doing the Village Storyteller, And even though I had some gang stuff in there, but I used it as a prop to show you the greatness of God at the end of it, So, I need for y'all to get in the comments and tell me if y'all rocked with this story, if it was cool, if you want me to bring more content like this, Let me know, man. But in the meantime, between time, man, tell the people you love them. And don't forget, man, I represent Jesus Christ. I'm out, y'all. Peace.